The final five took gold on Tuesday, and today the top two go for individual honors in the all-around. Simone Biles starred yet again, taking gold and perhaps solidifying her resume as the best gymnast ever. Aly Raisman took silver as the Americans dominated yet again. They can only have two here, and they went gold and silver. All Americans, not just us mere mortals, but even other Olympic athletes tweeting on the performance and have been captivated by these two. U.S. soccer star Alex Morgan, who of course is also in Brazil. No words for what I just witnessed. Simone Biles, Aly Raisman, you are not human. Massive congrats on gold and silver. Hashtag Girls on Fire. 49ers wideout Torrey Smith, Queen Simone Biles, and the Red Sox, David Ortiz. Congrats to my good friend, Aly Raisman, on the silver medal, making Boston proud as usual. By the way, Raisman is originally from the Boston area. Hashtag Boston Strong.
Doug, you know how Alex Morgan tweeted no words for what I just saw? You can say that again for the 22nd time. No words for what we've seen from Michael Phelps, who, you know, a lot of people wondered if he would even be in these Olympics. He's in. You think he's not going to dominate. And, yes, he has. Fourth straight time in this event, Michael Phelps wins gold in the 200-meter individual medley. That's now 22 career gold medals.
Just incredible.
It's spectacular. His run in Rio continues. He continues to be the most decorated, greatest swimmer / Olympian of all time.
I've lived here for 5 years, maybe 6 years. Here's my Zac Efron. Oh my gosh. But I took him away because everyone's like, oh my God, you're so obsessed with him. It's a leotard.
She may seem like a typical teenage girl.
Hi, Zac Efron, I love you. Sometimes I like to go shopping or get my nails done or hang out with my friends, like go to lunch or dinner. The best is when we play hide and go seek. I usually hide, I hide behind all those things. No one could ever find me.
But 19-year-old Simone Biles is soon to be a household name. The world's top gymnast heading into the Rio Olympics, Simone could one day be mentioned alongside the sport's all-time greats.
Nadia back at that time was considered the perfection. Then Mary Lou on her time. And now Simone's time is coming up. That's absolutely the best gymnast in the world.
She's the reigning world champion and the favorite to win multiple gold medals in Rio.
Simone Biles is again the world champion.
But it would take a combination of fate and family to get her here.
We just walked into like a new family and we just like knew it was a family. I love doing what I do. I just love doing gymnastics.
Simone Biles was born March 14, 1997, in Columbus, Ohio.
Not in the best condition. She was puny little thing. He looks like she was malnourished.
The third of Shannon Biles' 8 children, Simone never knew her father.
What Shannon was doing for him wasn't very good. She was bouncing around from place to place, no sense of direction, just trucks.
By 1999, when Simone was 2, her mother had been arrested multiple times, including for theft, trespassing, and disorderly conduct. So that summer, Simone was taken from her mother by Child Protective Services.
Probably not overly surprised. And so I told social workers, send them to us.
Simone and her younger sister Adria moved from Ohio to Spring, Texas, just outside of Houston, to live with their maternal grandfather, Ron, an air traffic controller, and his wife, Nellie, a nurse.
It was always temporary, but you don't know how long temporary was. We always looked at it as pretty much long-term.
They were my grandkids. They were my blood, and I feel that if we had the opportunity, we should raise them.
We just walked into like a new family, and I don't really think we thought anything of it, but we just like knew it was a family.
What was that like?
It was very
exciting.
Different. Yes, it was exciting and different to get used to it, and we were used to calling them Grandma and Grandpa. And then one day, Grandma came downstairs, and she's like, "If you guys want to, you can call us Mom and Dad, but it's up to you. If you want to call us that, you can still call us Grandma and Grandpa." And I remember going upstairs, and I was practicing it, and I was like, "Okay, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad," and I went downstairs, and I go, "Mom?" And she's like, "Yes." And I think she was so excited that we decided to call that. And then I ran back upstairs.
It was a good feeling, and it was one that sort of broke that barrier, and now we're really moving towards being a family.
In 2003, after a court stripped Simone's biological mother of her parental rights, Ron and Nellie legally adopted 6-year-old Simone and her younger sister. Grandma and Grandpa were now officially Mom and Dad.
It was comfortable. It was family. Just one big happy family.
You don't have it all the way down. It is all the way down. We always had a lot of fun. It was like a normal kid's life, except for that I was really hyper and bouncy all the time.
Always jumping, always flipping.
I would just try to flip on the couch, and then me and my sister would jump. Our beds were separated, so we would jump from bed to bed and stuff. That was ugly. I don't care. My dad would always tell us, "I can hear you jumping up there," because he could hear it, and he was so annoyed. Bye, I'm smiling. You can stop it now.
So it must have been fate when an unplanned field trip brought Simone to a gymnastics center for the first time.
She was waiting in line and not standing still, bounce, 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 bounce. And she did a seat drop, so just like bounced to her bottom and straight back up to her feet as if she were on a trampoline. Just boing and right back up to her feet. And I was like, what is with this kid?
It was just something fun that gave me like an outlet to do something safe, because my mom was always like, she's gonna kill herself.
It didn't take long before we pulled her to have her evaluated for team.
I believe she felt very free, flipping around and throwing her body in space. I think that perhaps brought comfort to Simone.
For the next 7 years, Simone competed mainly around Houston, which, as fate would have it, is home to the world's most decorated gymnastics coaches, Bella and Marta Caroli.
She was the bounciest child, probably what I ever saw in my life.
The power and the explosiveness what she's possessing. At the same time, the coordination and agility.
This natural ability was so out of common that was no question marks about how far she can go.
In 2011, at age 14, Simone now had a choice to make.
If going to the elite level is what you want, that means it's more hours in a gym.
I chose to be homeschooled because of like the dreams that I wanted, and I knew that I couldn't go to public school if I wanted to be an elite gymnast.
Her life is definitely, whether we want to acknowledge that or not, it's different.
Did you like being homeschooled?
No.
You didn't like it?
No, not at all. I hated it.
Why?
I'm a very social person, and so I was just lonely all the time, and I missed like all my friends at school and stuff.
She saw her friends from that she grew up with going to prom and homecoming and all that stuff, and she didn't get to participate in any of that, so I know it was a struggle.
But the struggle paid off. October 2013, Antwerp, Belgium.
The
the most difficult you'll see today.
That was an incredible performance under pressure.
2013 all-around world champion from the United States, Simone Biles.
Everything that she worked so hard for, it was all worth it. Everything she gave up was all worth it.
At 16, Biles became the first African-American woman to win the world all-around gold medal. During the event, Italian gymnast Carlotta Ferlito was asked about Simone's success.
People were like tweeting about it, and I just thought they were like making up rumors until obviously my face and her face was plastered everywhere and it went viral.
I was not pleased with the remark that was made. And so I did talk to Simone.
I didn't really think anything of it. I was just like, I don't even care. On to the next. I never think of it as like, oh, I'm the first African American to win it, so there's a sense of pride. Everyone just shoves that in our heads, and it's kind of like, if you want to think of it that way, you can. I just do my gymnastics because I like to have fun, and I don't bring race into it.
Ferlito would later apologize for her comments on Twitter. The next year in China, Biles repeated as all-around world champion, setting up an opportunity to make history. October 2015, Glasgow, Scotland.
Two-time world champion, Simone Biles.
Everyone was like, oh, you have to three-peat. You have to do this, like all the media and stuff. So it really stressed me out because everyone was like, the three-peat, the three-peat. It was so annoying. I knew after every event, everyone was just like, is she gonna do it?
And it's a historic moment because Simone Biles is now the 3 times world champion.
I was like, okay, you guys have this stupid three-peat there. Like, it's done. Thank you.
Simone Biles is the first female gymnast to win 3 consecutive all-around world championships. And though she stands just 4 feet 9 inches, the expectations for Rio, where she could win 5 Olympic gold medals, are sky high.
She's the best gymnast in the world, period. It would be foolish to deny it, foolish to even to question about it.
Fame, fate, and family. No matter what life throws at Simone, she's all about finding balance.
Yes. I never replied to him. I don't get why he keeps Snapchatting me. Being me is normal to me, but to other people, I'm some, like, gymnastics, like, I don't know, God, I guess. To me, I'm just like a normal 19-year-old that just has a dream of going to the Olympics.